What is up, guys? Today I'm doing a video that is finally going to answer everybody's question on HP versus defense, okay? I did a talent point video back in the day that said defense had a slight edge over HP, and of course attack reigned supreme. We're going to see if that information is supported with the information on the spreadsheet that we're going to be looking at, okay? Before we get started, I want to say that the guys who did the testing on this made sure that the accounts were very balanced, very even, so that this information is as accurate as possible, okay? As accurate as possible. I also want to give a huge shout out to TP Death for getting all this information together, running all the numbers, putting it into a spreadsheet. He took a lot of time doing this, okay? There's a lot of time doing this. So I want to give a big shout out to TP Death, and he shared it with me and allowed me to go ahead and share it with you guys. So big shout out to TP Death again, and everybody else who was involved in testing this out. All right, so let's go ahead and get started here. These are all his notes, by the way. So let's go ahead and read. We're going to make this very quick, all right? And you guys don't have to worry about jumping back and forth between reports by rewinding and fast forwarding the video. Everything is recapped at the very end, all right? So here we go. Let's get started. What we did is reset all talent points and remove all gear. From there, we did a control hit. Both of us were at base stats. He put out a camp of 200k T1 infantry, and I attacked it with 200k T1 infantry and Rose Knight. Must send leader for talent points to apply. So here you go. You see a screenshot here of his Rose Knight, no gear on, and then of course he did a screenshot of his talent points with no talent points. All right. Now we're going to zoom in here because this part's going to get kind of hard for you guys to see. So let's go ahead and zoom in here so that you guys can see the full attack. So here's the initial attack, okay? 23,563 wounded on the attacker side, 15,709 dead. On the defender side, 54,432 wounded. This is just initial hit. This is no talent points, no gear either side. This is a naked hit, okay? A very naked hit. So then we scroll to the next one here, all right? Second hit is defense only. He says, then I unlocked and maxed army defense 2 and did same hit, all right? So now we're going to scroll down, and I want you guys to note here, that on squad health 2, you have to have 5 points in squad health 2 before you can unlock squad defense 2. All right, you got to remember this for the next hit. I want you guys to pay attention to that, okay? So this is with squad defense. This is all defense hit, all right? Here's what that attack looked like. 22,137 wounded on the attacker side, 14,759 dead. On the defender side, 55,356 wounded. All right, let's continue on down here. The third hit is HP only, okay? He says, then switch to HP only talons. So then you look here, he has 5 talent points in squad defense 2. This is to compensate for the 5 points that were in squad health 2 on the defense hit, okay? So like I said, he kept this very even. So this is with all HP. And here's that attack. On the attacker side, you've got 18,876 wounds, 12,584 dead. On the enemy's defender side, 56,304 wounded. All right, that was with all HP. Now we're going to go ahead here and go to the fourth hit, which is HP and attack. He said, then I added infantry attack level 3 and maxed to see how additional attack affects things. All right, so let's go ahead and look at that. So you see here he maxed out infantry offense 3, and then he also maxed out squad health 2. So this is with HP and attack. On the attacker side, 18,278 wounds, 12,186 deaths. On the defender side, 65,732 wounds. That is the most enemy wounds we've seen so much when you mix in attack. Attack has that much of a difference. Attack makes that much of a difference, okay? So not only did he have full HP, but he also had full attack on. Well, you guys saw what I mean, but you guys get it. HP and attack made a huge difference. Now we're going to look at fifth hit, which is HP and defense, okay? Then I reset it again and did HP and defense only. Someone said defense is good if it is paired with HP. All right. Here we go. So there's what the talent points look like there. And here's what the attack report looks like. 17,880 wounded on the attacker side. 11,920 dead. On the defender side, 56,584. Okay? Now let's go ahead and we're going to go ahead and look at the final tallies here. Now you guys, this is a part of the video you guys are probably going to want to rewind, fast forward, or whatever, or maybe you want to write these down. So I'll go through these very slow. But here again is the full recap, okay? There's the first hit that you see, and then we've got the second hit. He did a good job at compiling the information here, by the way. So that's the second hit, defense only. So there was very minimal difference when you did defense only. Look at that. Saved only 1,426 wounds and 950 dead. So it had a very, very minimal impact. Not to mention, it did not even wound a full 1,000 more on the enemy side. Close, but it didn't even wound a full 1,000 more. Then you have the HP only, which definitely wounded quite a bit more than defense. And it also saved 4,687 troops, and it saved 3,125 dead. So you can see, based on that alone, that HP greatly saves the amount of losses you take during battle, okay? HP saves your losses. Defense really didn't do much. Defense does not do much as far as the attacker goes, okay? So defense doesn't really do much for your attacks, all right? HP does. You guys can see that. HP greatly reduces the amount of wounds and deaths, when comparing to defense, all right? Here's HP and attack. All right, you can see that. That is the greatest enemy wounds we have seen by far. That is the greatest enemy wounds. It also saved 5,285 wounded and 3,523 deaths, all right? That is pretty much because, you're adding in a whole other stat. So you have HP and attack compared to HP only, which saved 590 wounded and 398 deaths. Wait, compare to HP only. Oh, okay. Never mind. I'm sorry. I read that wrong. The saved 590 and 398 dead is addition to the HP only. So it saved that much more than just the HP only. Sorry. I had a brain fart there. And then the fifth hit, which is HP and defense. You guys can see the stats there, compared to. You guys can look at that. But HP and defense was kind of shit, okay? Kind of shit. So definitely, as far as your attacking strategy goes, you're gonna want to incorporate HP into that. Defense, not so much. Defense is almost irrelevant when it comes to attacking somebody. It's gonna pretty much boil down to your attack and your HP stats. Let's go ahead and look at this a little bit further here before we conclude everything. Based on the data, the HP stat is much better at saving troops from being wounded or killed. Both HP and defense have very minimal impacts on the number of enemy troops destroyed, okay? So here we go. Let's look at this. Let's bring this up here so that we can see. All right, first hit. You can look at that here. I'll let you guys do that on your own time. Again, I want to give a huge shout out to everybody who was involved in getting this information together. I do know the names, but I don't know if I should say the names of everybody involved. But I want to thank you guys for doing all this. This is tremendous. You guys finally answered the questions as far from an offensive perspective. Okay. Now, one thing I want to point out here is there is going to be more testing done on this. However, the testing is going to be done on the flip side next time. Okay. Because defense has to serve a purpose, right? So is defense going to become relevant when you're defending and HP won't be so relevant? Or maybe HP and defense will be relevant when defending and attack won't be relevant or as relevant? I don't know. There's definitely more questions that need to be answered, but at least from an offensive perspective, from an attacker's perspective, here's very good information for you. Now, if you're going to be in defense mode, we're going to have to look at that here in the near future, okay, guys? So stay tuned. Stay sexy as fuck. I know you guys will. Happy Friday to everybody. I love you guys. Thank you to all the new subscribers. Thank you for everybody who has been so supportive to me. I love you guys. Have a great Friday. Have a great fucking weekend. I love you guys.